Hello and welcome to a brand new game here on the channel. I'm Kev and we're going to be playing What Remains of Edith Finch. It's a new game out this week. I think it came out Tuesday. It's from the developers who made Unfinished Swan on the PS3 a few years ago, a game which I thought was brilliant. If you're a little bit worried about starting another new series on the channel, don't worry, this whole game can go start to finish in about 2 hours, 2.5 hours. It's just going to be a little 5-parter. Other than the fact that I know the developer and know their previous game, I know nothing at all about this game, so I'm going into it completely blind. I hope it's a similar sort of game as Unfinished Swan, because that game was awesome, very much in the walking simulator genre, so fingers crossed, that's your cup of tea. Warning, obviously this is going to be massively spoilerific. We're doing a full playthrough. This is very much a story game. It's all it really is. It's a story. So, or a collection of stories, I think, from the little brief bit that I read about it. So if you don't want to be spoiled about this game, then obviously don't watch the playthrough, because we're going full start to finish, not leaving anything out. So without further ado, let's crack on. And there you go, we've got Edith Finch's journal, presumably. How do we open said journal? Right, we can look around. Can we look up? We can. It's got the title of the game up there. Can we get up and move? Do we have to open the journal? How do we open? Ah, shoulder buttons or triggers open the journal. Okay. Oh no, apparently do we have to keep it held down?
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you.
Okay.
And I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning with the house.
Okay. So, presumably we are Edith, and that in the distance might be Edith's house. We didn't look what was behind us. Just a closed gate. Good old closed gate.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
And before you ask, I record these videos in my garage. Yes, I'm wearing a Batman fleece blanket with sleeves. Really cold out here tonight. I'm not going to take it off. What's this? Can we just interact with everything? That's what I want to be able to do.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Take. Basically, to interact with stuff, you hold down the trigger and then pull the analog stick down, which is a weird way to interact with something.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
I guess it makes it more interactive. I wonder if this has VR with it. We just bang that. Yeah, just bang that to open it. Feels like the sort of game that would really suit PlayStation VR. That being said, I have no idea.
My mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked.
No idea if VR is available.
Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Got to take an alternative route. Or is this the main route? I kind of feel like we're straying too far off the beaten path going down here. It's awfully dark. Let's make our way back up onto the main path and not try anything silly. Guarantee now we're going to get around here and it's going to send us off in that direction anyway. But it looks like we probably would have ended up in the same place. I don't want to miss any of the little story snippets.
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
So that's where we would have been if we'd have stayed down there. But I guess we're going under here. Oh dear. I thought we were going to a house. We seem to be spending a lot of time in the woods.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
Really like the way the text comes up on the screen. It's really cool. That's the house, I guess.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
It's a weird house. Guess we'll just go up to the front door.
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
Tell me this isn't going to be scary. I don't like scary. I realise I'm playing a story game.
As a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
I realise I'm playing a walking simulator while everyone else on YouTube is playing Outlast 2. And I'm moaning about this might be too scary, but I would never even dream of playing a game like Outlast 2. This is plenty scary for me already. I'm nervous about what might be the other side of this door.
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't.
Can we just open it?
Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
Right, well I guess we're going around the back then. It's still not entirely clear if we're Edith Finch. I think we are. And as it's called What Remains of Edith Finch, presumably she's going to die in a minute. Can't go in the garage. Why is that already jingling? Why has that got a little white... Oh, it's just a hole. I thought that was a little white blotch telling me to interact with it. But we're going through that cat flap, aren't we? We all know we're going through the cat flap. Yeah. Of course we are.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
So we're in the garage, are we? Oh, look at that. See, that's just... That's a practical man or woman living in this house. The old tennis ball on the rope, so you don't drive too far. Very clever. I myself have the carpet on the garage wall to stop the car getting scuffed. Obviously, there's no cars in here with me, though. Not these days.
The power had been turned off the night we left.
I don't want to go in the house.
For the first time in years, I felt like I was home.
But you've just said this house makes you feel uncomfortable.
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
What would have happened if I'd have gone left out of that in the door? Because the next piece of the story just printed really nicely on the fridge. Would it have printed somewhere else? Or does the story change depending on the route you take?
Like how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
That is a lot of salmon. What happened here? Why is it just abandoned?
Or how only one restaurant would deliver to our house. So we had Chinese a lot.
Something's occurred here. I just don't know what. I'm assuming we can only interact with the things that have got the little white tab on. Yeah, it's not letting me try those light switches. So
the table was still a wreck from the night we left.
So yeah, we're pretty much just on the lookout for little white things and trying to trigger next pieces of the story to appear. Why did we leave? That's the question. Who's Edie? Edie, is that me? Edith?
It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture. My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
Edie's not me. That's fine. I was going to wonder how we were walking when we were previously in a walking chair. Now I understand. Edie
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
This is really cramped for a massive house.
Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house after it sank.
For a really big house, this is a really small living room with a really nice view outside. I like it. That's oh, if you end up on that chair, you're going to be sad. Although that's a rocking chair, isn't it? Who knows which would be your chair? Obviously, I'm sitting in the old lady chair just there. Well, it doesn't point at the telly. Decisions.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
Good old Sven. Do we head down into what's presumably the basement or into the rest of the house? I guess the fact that it's got a key on it would dictate.
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement. so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Yeah. So I guess we're going to find a basement key at some point. Ooh, what? So which one's the front door? Was this the front door? That is quite the lock mechanism. So what's this door?
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
Okay, I love the way it just sort of throws little pieces of story at us. I could play games like this all day long. So upstairs then, I guess.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Good old Edie. This area here looks really cool. I like this.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
So who's Barbara? Is Barbara a sister? Or the mum? Okay, we've got another staircase that's up to a loft. Barbara has a big old lock on her door as well.
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
Nice. And she has her name on her wall. Bit weird. And on her door. Less weird. Shall we go, try the loft? It's probably going to be locked.
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
Yeah. It very much wants us to go to a particular room first and is shoehorning us down in that direction. Have we been this way? Ooh.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
These walls are awesome. Look at that, that's so cool.
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Why would the one key we've been given unlock a book?
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets.
Ha 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 ha!
Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
That's so weird. I wouldn't even think to try the key in a book. And now the book gives us a secret passage. Where are we
Reading
going?
this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan. But I had no idea what was behind that door.
What is going
Just
on?
like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
I so would stop by now. So whose room is this?
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole.
Okay. So I
Molly's
guess
gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
so we've never been in here before. We've only been the other side of the locked door.
Being
but-
inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
So weird. Oh.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
So we've got Molly's story now. Okay, I really like the way it's done this. So I knew it was going to be a collection of different stories. So I guess we start off with Molly's story. Let's have a look at the gerbil
The
thing. We're
gerbil
not
food
gonna
was
eat
dry, but
carrots.
I didn't mind it.
Oh. How hungry must this kid be?
My Halloween candy was all gone.
I should hope so. We ate gerbil carrots first. Don't eat the fish. Do not eat the fish. If you eat the fish, I'm going to stop playing the game. Good. Oh, no, no, no.
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
Good. What am I doing up here? Get down, Molly. This is a really, really dark room. I know it's night time, but really dark. Okay, it's a bit more light in here. Toothpaste, we can eat that.
I kept eating and eating.
Yeah, toothpaste is fine. It's good for you. Minty. Mm-mm.
I ate a lot of things that night.
Just go to bed, kid. Anything in there? No, just as well. Back to the darkest room in the history of the world.
Then I heard chirping outside my window.
We're going to eat the
It
bird?
was a barn swallow going back to her nest.
We're not going to eat an egg.
I reached out for her. And suddenly,
What?
I was a cat.
What just happened? Why am I a cat? Was I always a cat? Perhaps I was always a cat. No, I had a diary. I couldn't have always been a cat. Can we keep going up? No. I don't know why I'm a cat now. But we're going to catch this bird.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Can we get to that ladder? No. Oh, we can. Can we... It's not really clear where we're supposed to be going. Are we going down? Oh, we can go across here. Okay. I don't know where the bird's gone now. Right, so the bird is up there. Do we jump? How do we jump? Can we go out on this branch? No. I still don't really understand why we're a cat. This was fine until we became a cat. Now I am utterly lost. Is there people down there? No, that's branches.
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
Are Mum and Dad in there? Yeah, they're in bed. So we're still trying to pursue this bird. I don't understand what's going on, but it's so weird. Can't we jump to the next one? We managed to jump here. I know it's just because the controls are really quite clunky on this game. I don't know how I feel about the controls. I don't know why it couldn't just be normal controls. Which way? Which way? Right, we're still trying to get up there, but I don't think we can get up there. I think we have to sort of go...
The babies were all gone.
Thought we were going to get an egg. But then are we still hungry now we're a cat? Or was it only... Were we only hungry in our human form? Why have we got a cat form? Where's the bird? The bird's down there. Where's the bird now? Up there. Can we jump? There we can. Oh, we nearly had him. We're coming for you, birdie.
I jumped and I almost got her.
Oh, wow. That's... It's not just going to jump up where I want it to go. It's just going to leap miles. Leap
I
into
could
the
tell
puzzle?
she was getting really tired.
I think we've lost sight of what we're supposed to be doing here. Why are we just chasing this bird around?
Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
I don't understand. Are we actually a cat? Or is this just a crazy, crazy kid? Where's the bird gone? Where is the bird? If anyone knows where the bird is, answers on a postcard, we should be able to get up there. There we go. I'm slowly getting the hang of these controls now.
I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl.
Why not? Why wouldn't I be an owl?
All I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
I don't know if I'm controlling this at the moment. I'm sort of am. How do we get to these rabbits though? Okay, the game is sort of taking me towards the rabbits. I'm not really doing anything. Do owls eat rabbits? Because that's new information for me. I want to swoop down and get one though. Unless that's not what I'm supposed to be doing. Perhaps I just like looking at rabbits. I mean, it's cool flying. This game is nuts. Right, are we going to eat this rabbit? Can we swoop it? Nothing I'm doing to these controls. Oh, hold on. If I press the shoulder button, I try and swoop down for the rabbit. Right, I understand now. Go back up. Go back up. Right, okay, now I get what we're doing. So, we're seeing a rabbit, and then we swoop for it. Go on. Go on. Being an owl is hard work. Go on, down. Missed completely. So is it going to loop me back round to another rabbit? I guess we have to catch a rabbit, or we're never going to leave this section. So when it says the word rabbit, is that my cue to swoop? Yes, it is. Did we get it? Did we get it? Did we get it? No. Right, it says rabbit again, so we're going to press. We're swooping, we're swooping. We're in the open. Come on. Did we get it? No. Come on, Mr. Rabbit. No, not come on, Mr. Rabbit. Come on, Mr. Owl. Rabbit, you're my dinner. I'm really bad at catching rabbits. Which I guess is not a bad trait for me to have. I don't really want to be known as the guy who's good at catching rabbits. Are there none now? No, there's none. But I mean, I didn't even see that one. I just heard it. There's one. We can't really do it with all these trees around. We need an open area again. And hopefully not mess up. Right, I see one, but I just... Okay, I'm using the wrong trigger to turn. This is going to be easier now. I was using the left trigger. I should have been using the right trigger. Oh! That is savage!
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then
What is happening?
I find something bigger.
We're just eating a rabbit without chewing, apparently. Are we going to go and catch the cat that we were before? Because that's hideous if we are. Don't really know what that says about the game. Is it going to tell me what we're trying to catch next, or are we just sort of flying around a bit, waiting for a prompt? Should we follow the
mama
road?
rabbit.
Well, a rabbit's not bigger. I thought we wanted something bigger. There's nothing out here. This would be a good place to catch something. We saw a deer earlier, didn't we? That would be quite cool to catch. Can owls catch deer? I didn't know they could catch rabbits. I mean, there's nothing about, is there? Oh, Mama Rabbit. That's just cruel. But we're right on Mama Rabbit's tail. Oh no!
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating.
What am I playing?
Suddenly, I was a shark.
In a tree. Of course. just a shark falling down a cliff, and I'm hitting the trigger to try and roll down the hill. I don't understand what I'm playing. That's a road.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungry than ever.
This is such a weird game, but so awesome.
I wanted fat, juicy seals.
Oh, that was a seal I was following, but I lost it. So where will I find a fat, juicy seal? I'd like it on record that this Molly kid is nuts. It's a ship. There you go, there's a fat, juicy seal. Come on, Mr. Shark.
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
Yeah, flippers taste swell. Have we just maimed that seal? We haven't even killed it. Oh, that's just horrible. What is this game? I got home from work today and Anna told me she'd bought a new game. And she thoroughly enjoyed it. There is the bleeding seal that we have to chase and try and eat.
I grabbed on tight. But I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
Am I still a shark? I don't know if I'm still a shark. Imagine being on this boat and the shark just starts
Now I
crawling
was
around.
a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
Okay, I'm a monster. I've got to go and kill a person now. This way? Seems like the right way to go to me. So is it? And that looks right. Oh, letting me go there? No, blocked off. Can I not go under this? I can go under that. Oh, I'm going to kill this person.
And I moved real quiet.
It is really hard to control, just sort of lurching. Oh, this is awful. Not awful as in it's a bad game. It's just really crazy. Am I going higher? Am I going to kill more people? Because I'm apparently a sea monster. No, don't bring them down. I'm sort of controlling it with both thumbsticks and then lunging forward with the trigger. I still don't really know if I'm controlling this game right, but the controls are changing so often as we're moving from character to character. It's really hard to know. I think we're trying to go up these stairs though. Do I just sort of point in that direction and run?
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't. This way. Oh, the controls are so frustrating. I know this is available on PC as well. I wonder if the controls are on PC. Do I want to eat this guy? Time. Just stop this corner.
these controls are really annoying. And if I have to spend much more time as a sea monster, what had been a really enjoyable experience will just become turns off a really frustrating game. I mean, am I using the wrong buttons? There's a bird out there. Is that the same bird we were chasing before? Maybe yeah, that one we were catching. Right, can we go this way now? If I miss these stairs again, I'm going to be destroyed. I don't know why it's turning. Lunge. Oh my goodness, why will it not go the way I want it to go? Right, we have to use both triggers. Okay, both triggers seem to push us forward a little bit, whereas one trigger seems to push us off to the side. Perhaps I'm just not figuring out the controls properly, because I'm a buffoon. Yeah, both triggers together seems to be a bit more effective. No. I don't know how they got in here, how they noticed this massive monster. It's opening the door behind them.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it. I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
Am I still the same monster? What's happening? Are we back in the house?
I got closer and closer.
We're back in the house. We're back in Molly's room. Am I going to kill Molly? Oh, I don't want to kill Molly. We are Molly. To get up there.
All my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
I don't know if this is a dream or some really weird thing that's going on. I think it was just a dream. I don't really understand what was happening.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Okay, we will call that it on the first episode of this new series. That was so weird. If you've enjoyed that video and you're excited for the rest of the series, please make sure you pop a like on there for me. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. We'll have episode 2 of this up as soon as I can, hopefully within a couple of hours of episode 1 hitting. I want to try and get all of it out as quickly as possible, but if you have enjoyed it, pop a like on there, subscribe to the channel for the rest of the series, and thank you very much for watching.